So the first thing I'd like us to do is read through the problem silently. All right, great. So what we're going to do is we're going to move through the problem and chunk it to make it a little easier to comprehend. Please read the first chunk out loud. Great, there are 3/4 as many boys as girls in a class of 5th graders. So I'm going to draw a tape that represents the boys. Now I want us to think, is the girls' tape that I'm going to draw, is that going to be longer, shorter, or just the same size? All right, so I'm hearing a couple of different ideas. So let's think about this in a little bit of a different way. I'm going to draw a tape diagram, and we're going to analyze it a little bit. So here I have some boys, and here I have some girls. And I could make the statement that there are half as many boys as there are girls. Turn and talk to a partner about why that statement makes sense. All right, great. So I'm hearing lots of really great ideas out there that since the girls' bar is this big and it takes 2 of the boys' bar to fit into the girls' bar, then we can say that the boys is half the size of the girls. So let's take that idea back to our original problem. If there are 3/4 as many boys, is the girls' tape going to be longer, shorter, or the same size? Great, all together, and it's going to be longer. So I'm going to start drawing it, and I'd like you to tell me when to stop. I'm going to label that girls. All right, so now I would like us to think about and turn to a partner and talk, how many unit pieces is each of those tapes going to be divided into? All right, great. I'm hearing some of us already using that whole number language. So I'm going to pretend like this boy's bar is a full bar, so we can partition it accordingly. So I have 1 piece, that's a ghost piece, and then I can divide the rest of it into 3 other equal sized pieces. And so my girl's piece is also going to be divided into 4 equal pieces to make that whole. All right, great. So now let's read the next part. Read the next part aloud, please. There are 35 students in the class. How many are girls? So how are we going to label that on our tape diagram? Okay, right. So we're going to combine the number of boys and girls, and that's going to be 35 students. So now how would we use this information of 35 students to try to figure out how many girls there are? Excellent. All right, so I heard someone say, I see that there are 7 equal size boxes. So if I divide that 35 into those 7 equal boxes, which I'll write below, then there will be 5 students in each of those unit size pieces. So I'm going to write a number 5 in each of those boxes to show that they're all the same size, and all together there are 35. So we can check that easily by skip counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 students total, right? So now how can we use our bar model to help us? All right, I heard someone say that we have 4 groups of 5 in the girls. So I can write 4 groups of 5, and that gives us 20 girls. Okay? So we could finish off by writing there are 20 girls in the 5th grade. Okay. So how did using this model, this tape diagram, how did it help us understand the problem a little bit better? All right, super. It gave the students an opportunity to really break down the problem into the parts. It gave them an opportunity to think about those unit-sized pieces and the relationship between the girls and the boys. It gave them an opportunity to visualize the problem without really worrying about the computation just yet. And that's a great thing. We want them to be able to visualize their problem-solving methods. Okay? It's also a very simple process that's generalizable to a lot of different problems. We're really looking for those relationships and structures rather than looking for keywords.